right, welcome back to Good Day. We're all talking about money, inflation. What does that mean? What does it mean for our pocketbooks? This is Clint Arthur. He's written 1 million books. How many now?
I've written like 35, but I have 21 best-selling books.
I love that. Congratulations. But your latest one is something different.
It is. I believe this is the first novel ever on the topic of inflation. It's called More, and it's a novel about love, sex, war, and inflation.
Okay.
And I wrote it because I heard this guy talking about how the United States destroyed the Soviet Union with inflation.
Oh.
By inflating the ruble in the late 80s and early 90s. That's when the Soviet Union broke up. It went from 20 rubles to the dollar to 200 rubles to the dollar.
Oh.
And when that happened, the Soviet Union broke into 1 million pieces. That's why we have the Ukraine today and Czechoslovakia, all those different Balkan states. They used to be part of the Soviet Union, but we destroyed them. And I wrote this novel to bring attention to the fact that that's what they're trying to do to us right now.
Oh.
That's why we have all this inflation. And what we're here to talk about today is how you can protect yourself from inflation.
That's all people want to know about. How are we going to protect ourselves, our own homes, our own families?
Yeah.
How do we do it?
So my first piece of advice is, if you got a job, go into your boss and say, hey man, you know there's a lot of inflation right now. I can't make ends meet. If you want me to keep working here, I need an inflation adjustment raise.
Okay.
And believe me, they're having a hard time getting employees. They're not going to let you go. They're not going to retrain somebody. They're not going to go out and recruit somebody. That's all expenses that they want to avoid. So
an inflation raise is like a certain percentage that they figure out and calculate?
Yeah, say, hey, look, the last time I got a raise, we've had 20% inflation since then. That's what I need.
So if somebody doesn't say anything, it's not going to happen.
That's right. You got to speak up and ask for that inflation adjustment raise. And then once they give you that inflation adjustment raise, then you say to your boss, hey, look, inflation's not going anywhere. So let's not have to have this uncomfortable conversation again in 6 months. I want another bump in 6 months to account for inflation. If inflation goes down, hey, I'll give it back. But if inflation goes up, I need more.
Okay, all right. Okay, we've got about a minute left.
Okay, now the next thing is there is gold and silver and crypto. These are inflation hedges. They're selling $200 million of gold at Costco every month. And there's a reason why, because it protects you from inflation. Gold is hitting all-time highs.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can go to local stores. There's some local stores here in Sacramento where you can get gold. Just go on Google Maps and type in gold bullion. And you'll see a whole bunch of gold stores here in Sacramento.
And go buy some?
And go get some gold.
Because it's just going to go up.
It's going to go up.
Okay.
Or you can order it online if you want. There are different places online.
Okay.
Or you can go, but when you're going to go locally, make sure you call them first and say, hey, do you have any gold bullion for sale today?
Okay, okay.
And you could get gold coins or gold or silver coins. If you can't afford gold coins, get what's called junk silver. That's pre-1965 coins made in the United States. Used to have silver in them.
Yeah, yes.
Now they don't.
Okay, any quick ones? Last one?
Well, those are the real things. Get
All
your money out of cash and get your money into hard assets. That's
Okay.
what the rich people do.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, even Warren Buffett, they say they don't like crypto, but they buy it. The Federal Reserve Chairman calls gold and silver an archaic relic.
Yeah.
And yet, the biggest purchasers of gold in the world today are the central banks. So do what the people with all the money are doing, and then you'll have more money too.
All right. Clint Arthur, thank you so much for coming by. His book is called More, the novel, but he also has other books too on your website, clintarthur.tv. All right, there you go. Ruben, back over to you.
Great tips. Thank you so much.